I'm Denisha Larson with The Natural Addiction, and we are here with, I think we're going to be cousins soon. I'm not even sure. We'll be
I think technically it's once removed. Yeah, first cousins once removed.
This is Connor Rankin. He is the owner of Crankin spice rubs, which we use at home. We love them. And also chef at the Half Shell in St. Simons Island, Georgia. And we get asked a lot what we do with the game that we take, and so he has graciously agreed to help us by preparing some of these amazing dishes. He's cooked for us several times, and he's incredible, fantastic cook. And so he's going to show us a little bit about what he does.
All right. Well, I guess today we're starting off with some teal. Very nice, easy to cook, great flavor. We're gonna do teal tacos using the sombrero sazon. It's gonna be a really nice, easy dish to put together. So, ready to get started?
I'm absolutely ready. And one great thing about this, I see a lot of people wrapping waterfowl with bacon and throwing it on the grill, which is wonderful, and we do that too. There are a lot of other things that you can do with waterfowl, so I'm really excited to be seeing something new that we can try at home.
So I'm just going to simply add just a touch of extra virgin olive oil, nice fruity flavor, add some fat to the teal, which doesn't really have any, and then I'm just going to generously apply, if I can figure out how to open it, the sombrero sazon, and mix it and let it sit for a minute while we preheat our pan and get our slaw and everything together. So.
That's kind of what you're looking for. If you're not making a little bit of a mess, you're probably not cooking it right. So.
This is true. This is true. Go ahead and get pan going. Okay, so for the slaw, I mean, it's real simple. Got some fresh cabbage, some Vidalia onions, a little bit of shallot, some jalapeno, lime, cilantro, green onion. Got some cucumber. I usually like it on the side. Most of my Mexican friends, when we do tacos, we always have some cucumbers on the side, and it's just a little fresh squeezed lime on it. Very refreshing. Nice little side.
Sounds like a great summer dish too.
Oh, without a doubt. I've probably eaten my weight in tacos this summer at the restaurant. Between barbacoa, carnitas, we've got a great little Mexican tienda on the mainland that makes their own chorizo, and I go and I buy it for the restaurant and always buy a few extra pounds for the kitchen so we can eat.
We are big fans of chorizo. We eat that a lot at home.
Have you ever made any with the wild boar?
I haven't, and we have a lot of that.
I would be interested to see how that works because it doesn't have quite the fat, so you'd probably have to add some pork fat to it. But the flavor, the wild boar just is really intense.
That's actually one of my favorite game meats.
So basically, you just want to make sure everything's shaved down nice and thin for the slaw so that it doesn't overwhelm the texture of the teal. Right, so
this is the part where you need a really sharp knife and steady hands.
Alright.
Yeah, I need to work on my knife technique. I'm a pretty decent cook, but there's some...
Part of it is the blade that you use, but you don't have to spend $200 on a knife to get a good knife. The main thing is get something that feels good in your hands and that you're comfortable with using. Some people prefer, this is a heftier one. Some people prefer a little bit lighter style. When you're doing a lot of chopping, the heft helps you.
I do like the idea of using the bowl to throw the trimmings into because I make about 100 trips back and forth to the trash can when I'm doing this kind of thing with onions.
Well, fortunately, in my business, we usually have a trash can,
right there.
Right there. And yeah. Take a little jalapeno. Y'all like it spicy?
I love spicy
Okay,
bacon.
I'm not gonna take the seeds out. But
That's beautiful. The colors are really nice.
all right. What's next? A little bit of green onion. Slice those on the bias about 1/4 of an inch. Gives you another layer of crunch. Just
It's an interesting shape to it too.
it just looks pretty. It's like a
Yeah.
trapezoid.
Yeah.
I love geometry. Take and just rough chop the cilantro. You know, a lot of times people will tell you to pick it. You know, in most ethnic cuisines, they use the entire thing. So I like to use the entire thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's way less stuff.
Yes. You didn't see that. All right, so I've also got a navel orange. The sweetness of the orange is gonna kind of offset the tartness of the lime.
Like a nice margarita.
Yes, yes. A good margarita should always have a splash of fresh squeezed OJ. This out real well. You want to reach behind me and grab the salt and pepper and give a few good.
I would love to. Just tell me when.
That's perfect.
All right. Tell me when on the pepper too, because I'll put a lot.
That should be good.
All right.
All right.
Oh, that smells so good.
And then again, I'm going to put just a touch of oil on it. It just kind of helps coat everything, and then it'll help it break down a little bit as well.
And I like this too because I am really particular about slaw. I don't like the mayonnaise bases and that sort of thing. So this is a lot lighter and
Definitely,
more.
definitely. Well, and it's just like at the restaurant. You know, everybody down here serves that creamy Southern style coleslaw, which I love. I grew up on it, but you know, you can get it at every restaurant. So we do
Sure.
a red cabbage slaw with kind of an Asian twist with sweet chili and soy, a little bit of cilantro and lime. So
Very nice.
it's just different. you know.
Yeah.
So we'll set this in the fridge somewhere. All right. Now it's time for the teal. Make sure my pan's hot. Gonna hit it with just enough extra virgin olive oil to coat it.
So now how hot are you making the pan? Because I know olive oil tends to smoke at lower temperatures.
It does, but I'm doing it over medium-high heat, and we're gonna do it real quick, so it's not like you're doing a really long sear. The teal's small, so it's not gonna take a whole lot of time to cook.
Okay.
If I was doing something heavier, I would add a little bit of canola oil to it to extend the smoke point. It's just like at the restaurant.
Helpful tip. This is just about the last of our teal from our teal hunt, so it's time to go out and replenish it. It's a really tasty duck. This is the first time that we have had teal with this hunt, and I've enjoyed cooking it.
Yeah, and it's really versatile. I mean, you can take it and batter it and fry it. I mean, what's not good fried, right? But yeah, no, I mean, and the bacon wrap, you can't go wrong with that. You know, my buddy's the go-to.
The go-to,
A
yeah.
slice of cream cheese, a slice of jalapeno, wrap it in bacon. I mean, it's really no wrong way to go on it.
I feel a little bit sorry for you right now that you can't smell this cooking. It smells wonderful.
Tacos. So I just got flour tortillas. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get over to Brunswick to buy fresh ones today, and the fresh ones just aren't the same the next day.
Right. So what did you just do in the pan there?
Well, I just added just a touch of the fat from the teal,
Okay.
just to keep it from sticking, and it just, you know. No, I mean it helps keep it from sticking. It crisps it up. It gives get a little bit more flavor on the taco. So that is a nice little plate of teal.
So you were talking a minute ago about letting it rest. Can you?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you want to when you cook a protein, you're putting it under a lot of strain, and the moisture inside is essentially starting to boil. Obviously, we didn't bring it hot enough to get it to really boil because we're cooking it rare. But anytime you cook a protein, you want to let it relax and let the pressure kind of equalize so that when you slice it, all the juices don't run out. When
Okay.
you cut a piece of just like with a prime rib or any kind of roast, when you pull it out of the oven, you always want to let it rest for, at least 15, preferably 30 minutes, so that it has a chance just to relax. And then when you slice it, when you cut it and you've got all the juice all over the cutting board, it's not in the meat.
Right. Good to know. I love the idea of heating the tortillas that way.
Yeah, I mean, touch it. I mean, you get like just a little bit of crispness to it. It just changes the tortilla. And then when I slice, I like to do on the bias across the grain. It helps make it a little bit more tender because you're separating the protein strands. We'll do 2 breasts per taco.
That's really nicely done. Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm going to grab the slaw out of the fridge.
Absolutely.
Scooby snack.
Oh, that's so good.
Right.
So tender.
Yeah, I mean, teal Second to speckle belly goose, teal is one of my favorites.
Well, hopefully we can set you up with some specs.
Yeah, I've got some buddies that go to Arkansas and shoot them every year.
That's what we do. Although this past year the birds just weren't working really well. And not only we, but a lot of people we know had to cancel trips.
Really?
Yeah. We'll be over there a lot this year though, so. I think we'll have a whole lot more luck.
So, let's do. Tacos are kind of like pizza. You think more is better, but really, it's not. You just, you overload it, it becomes hard to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where less is a little bit more. So we'll take this over like that.
Look how crispy that is.
That last one set in there for a little bit.
Looks good though.
Oh, no doubt.
Alright, I'm gonna steal a piece of this.
Okay.
And really I'm just doing it because it was hanging off the plate and I'm trying to help. That slaw is so good.
It's just, it's nice, light, and refreshing. You got beautiful fresh cabbage, fresh jalapeno, everything in it's fresh. Why cover it up with a ton of mayonnaise?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay,
all right,
and
it's
so,
ready.
oh, definitely ready to eat. These are our teal tacos. Nice to see a finished product after a fun hunt.
All right, you ready to eat one?
Absolutely.
Don't be scared.
I'm rarely scared when it comes to food.
If it's not messy, it's not good, right?
That's my policy. It is so good. That's amazing.
I could eat a few of those.
Without a doubt. We'll put this recipe up online so that you guys can make this too, because you will definitely want to try this. Really simple ingredients and it's delicious.